mail service delivering messages, newspapers, mail, and small packages from St. Joseph, Missouri, across the Great Plains, over the Rocky Mountains, and the Sierra Nevada to Sacramento, California by horseback using a series of relay stations. During its 19 months of operation, it reduced the time of messages to travel between the Atlantic and Pacific coasts to about 10 days.
In the late 1850s, William Russell, Alexander Majors, and William Waddell were the three founders of the Pony Express. They were already in the freighting business at the peak of the operations. They employed 6,000 men, owned 75,000 ox, thousands of wagons and warehouses, plus a sawmill, a meat packing plant, a bank, and an insurance company. The various types of horses ridden by the riders of the Pony Express included Morgans and Thoroughbreds, which were often used on the eastern end of the trail. Mustangs were often used on the western, more rugged end of the mail route.
In the 1860s, there were about 157 Pony Express stations that were about 10 miles apart along the Pony Express route. This was roughly the distance a horse could travel at a gallop before tiring. At each station stop, the express rider would change to a fresh horse, taking only the mail pouch called a mochila with him.
The employers stressed the importance of the pouch. They often said that if it came to be, the horse and rider should perish before the mochila did. The mochila was thrown over the saddle and held in the place by the weight of the rider sitting on it. The mochila could hold 20 pounds of mail along with the 20 pounds of material carried on the horse. Included in that 20 pounds were a water sack, a Bible, a horn for alerting the relay station master to prepare the next horse, and a revolver.
There were 184 stations along the long route used by the Pony Express. The station and station keepers were important to the smooth operation of the Pony Express mail system. The stations were often made out of existing structures, several of them located in military forts, while others were built in remote areas where living conditions were very basic.
The first westbound Pony Express trip left St. Joseph on April 3, 1860, and arrived 10 days later in San Francisco, California on April 14th. These letters were sent undercover from the east to St. Joseph and never directly entered the U.S. mail system. To this day, there is only a single letter known to exist from the westbound trip.
The first eastbound Pony Express trip left San Francisco, California on April 3, 1860, and arrived at its destination 10 days later in St. Joseph, Missouri. From St. Joseph, letters were placed in the U.S. mail for delivery to the eastern destination.
By using a short route and mounted riders rather than stagecoaches, they wanted to have a fast mail service between St. Joseph, Missouri, and Sacramento, California, with letters delivered in 10 days, a time many said was impossible.
Various postmarks were added to the mail to be carried by the Pony Express at the point of departure.
In 1860, riding for the Pony Express was hard work. Riders had to be tough and lightweight. A famous advertisement read, "Wanted, young, skinny, wiry fellows not over 18. Must be expert riders, willing to risk death daily. Orphans preferred." During its brief time in operations, the Pony Express delivered approximately 35,000 letters between St. Joseph, Missouri and Sacramento, California. Although the Pony Express proved that the Central Northern Mail route was viable, Russell, Major, and Waddell did not get the contract to deliver mail over the route. The Pony Express made $90,000 and lost $200,000 in 1866 after the Civil War was over. Holiday sold the Pony Express along with the Butterfield stage to Wells Fargo for $1.5 million.
Stranger mail. Stranger mail.
Just pretend that's Bear. Now just pretend that's Bear.
Oh, the mail! The mail's dropped.